Compound lipids classification and function. Compound lipids can be classified as glycerophospholipids, sphingophospholipids, glycolipids, and sulfolipids. Glycerophospholipids can further be classified as nitrogen-containing phospholipids, non-nitrogen containing phospholipids, and plasminogens. Coming to nitrogen-containing phospholipids, the examples being lecithin, which is nothing but phosphatidylcholine. Next is phosphatidylethanolamine, also known as cephalin, and the next one is phosphatidylserine. All of these nitrogen-containing phospholipids are made up of glycerol fatty acid, phosphatidic acid, and the nitrogenous base. In lecithin, the base is choline. Now, this phosphatidylcholine is component of lung surfactant. Phosphatidylethanolamine, also known as cephalin, the nitrogenous base is ethanolamine. This is also component of biomembrane, and this is mainly present on the inner side of the biomembrane, and this phosphatidylethanolamine or cephalin has got mild anticoagulant activity. Next is phosphatidylserine. The nitrogenous base is serine. This is component of the biomembrane, and this is mainly present on the outer side. The next classification class is non-nitrogen containing phospholipids, the examples being phosphatidylinositol and cardiolipin. Phosphatidylinositol, the composition is glycerol, phosphatidic acid, fatty acids, and inositol. Now, phosphatidylinositol is also a component of biomembrane. It's a precursor of prostaglandin, and it also acts as second messenger for hormones. Next one is cardiolipin, the composition being two molecules of glycerol, fatty acids. All these are linked by phosphatidic acid. Cardiolipin is a component of inner mitochondrial membrane. One clinical significance associated with cardiolipin is antiphospholipid syndrome characterized by antibodies against cardiolipin. Antiphospholipid syndrome in pregnancy is characterized by convulsions during pregnancy, eclampsia, which is known as eclampsia, also characterized by miscarriage and preterm labor. Next are the plasmalogens, the composition being glycerol, fatty acid, phosphatidic acid, choline, the nitrogenous base, and the extra group that is present is long chain unsaturated alcohol, which is present in either linkage at C1 atom of glycerol. Now, these plasmalogens are mainly components of brain tissue. Next is the sphingomyelin, which is sphingophospholipid. Now, instead of glycerol, sphingosine is the alcohol that is present here. Now, this sphingosine is attached to fatty acids, phosphatidic acid, and choline. The combination of sphingosine and fatty acid is known as ceramide. So, this sphingomyelin contributes to formation of myelin sheath, and sphingomyelin is also a component of lung surfactant. Now, this lung surfactant is made up of lecithin, that is phosphatidylcholine, sphingomyelin, and surfactant proteins A, B, C. Deficiency of lung surfactant results in a condition called respiratory distress syndrome in preterm babies. Now, the main function of lung surfactant is to maintain the alveolar stability. So, deficiency of lung surfactant results in alveolar collapse, contributing to the development of respiratory distress syndrome. So, one biochemical parameter that is used as a diagnostic criteria for detection of respiratory distress syndrome is LS ratio, calculation of LS ratio. That is lecithin to sphingomyelin ratio. Normally, when it is more than 2, it indicates fetal lung maturity. Less than 2, it indicates the preterm baby is prone for development of respiratory distress syndrome. Next compound lipid is glycolipids. These include cerebroside, globoside, and ganglioside. Now, this glycolipid is mainly made up of ceramide, which is again made up of sphingosine and fatty acids. Now, this ceramide combines with carbohydrate. In cerebroside, ceramide combines with monosaccharide, either glucose or galactose. In globoside, ceramide combines with oligosaccharide. In ganglioside, the composition is ceramide plus oligosaccharide and N-acetyl neuromanic acid or sialic acid. Now, the cerebroside and globosides are mainly seen in brain and nervous tissue, whereas gangliosides act as cell surface receptors. So, the last one is the sulfolipids. Now, the sulfolipids, the composition is ceramide, carbohydrate, and the extra group that is present is sulfate. So, the examples of sulfolipids include sulfated cerebroside, sulfated globoside, and sulfated ganglioside. Now, all these sulfolipids are components of brain tissue.